Today we're talking about how changing your use of the word have can help you become more grateful. This actually got inspired by Seth Godin, who from afar has been a mentor of mine, and I've actually been involved with him more directly through the Kimbo workshop, particularly the marketing seminar. Really good stuff. You can learn about it at kimbo.com. But this was actually before I got involved with him as a mentee. And he talked about the word have versus the words get to. So for instance, he basically says changing have to get to shifts it from an obligation to a privilege. I have to get up in the morning to go to work. I have to get up in the morning to take care of my kids. I have to get up. I have to do this particular thing to get this other thing done. I have to do this thing to get a paycheck. Let's take all those and shift them. I have to get up in the morning to go to work. I get to get up in the morning because I have a job or a career in my case, right? Always go for the career, not just the job, right? I have to get up in the morning to take care of my kids. I get to get up in the morning because I have kids and I wanted them and I have a family. I have to do this thing to get a paycheck. I get to do this thing and actually get paid for it. It changes the vibe of things. Let's unpack that a little bit. Talk about how to find meaning in your life right now, no matter what is going on. And the quote today actually comes from Mel Robbins. She's known for her best-selling book, The 5-Second Rule. And she was getting interviewed by Arlen Hamilton, who I mentioned her before. She's a popular VC and one of the main people over at Backstage Capital and the author of the book, It's About Damn Time, now a bestseller. So congrats, Arlen. This is what she says. I have tremendous faith that whatever it is that I happen to be doing right now may have some skill, person, or lesson in it that I need in order to do the next thing. Skill, person, or lesson that I need to do the next thing. This is powerful for two big reasons. We're going to talk about Thich Nhat Hanh. He passed away recently. He's a Buddhist monk that I've been following for a while. Shout out to my partner who actually got this book several years ago, No Mud, No Lotus. It sat on her shelf for a little while. I grabbed it off her shelf. Thank you for letting me borrow it for a little while. It's been on my shelf for a little while now too. And it was pivotal as far as helping me on my journey. He passed away around loved ones. I believe he was in his 90s, so he lived quite a life. You might be familiar with his work if you're into Buddhism or spiritualism. You might have heard his quotes about being fully present. Even when you're washing dishes, that could be a spiritual experience. I hate washing dishes, so it was pivotal when I was cleaning up after my two little ones when they're much much smaller. And it was a trying time for me many years ago. If you're familiar with my work, you know I'm the primary caregiver of my two kids, now 8 and 5. But it's been a long journey to this point, and Thich Nhat Hanh helped me with that journey. So I'm going to share one of my favorite quotes from him. It actually applies to your business, again, as a side hustler, a solopreneur, otherwise a non-traditional entrepreneur. If you like content like this, if you feel like this will help you on your journey, please subscribe. It's always free here at youtube.com/BrownDamon. If there's other people in your life who you think will be able to get a lot more out of this and would enjoy having these conversations about insight and strength and emotional intelligence, particularly when it applies to your business or where you're pivoting, be sure and share this video with them. Again, it's always free. And I'm hitting 200 episodes this week, so I am geeked. And thank you for being part of this journey. Be sure to share with others and make sure that you can help them, just like hopefully I'm helping you. All right, my favorite quote from the man, Thich Nhat Hanh. There's a lot of favorite quotes of his. I highly recommend this book. I actually quote it quite a bit. I don't know what I'm saying. Quite a bit in my book, Built From Now, How to Know Your Power, See Your Abundance, and Nourish the World, which came out about a year ago. So you see some quotes from him. But it's actually a quote that I don't believe actually got into the book, but it's one of my favorite quotes from his book, which came out several years ago. I highly recommend you get it. Here's what he says. When I was a young monk, I believed that it took a long time to get any type of insight. The truth is, there are insights that can come right away. You don't need to practice 8 years or 20 years in order to wake up. I love this for so many different reasons. I'm a coach. I've coached hundreds of people at this point. Again, the non-traditional entrepreneurs, people who are pivoting, people who are remixing their career. As I talk about my new book, Career Remix. And this conversation has come up so much. Am I ready? I'm not ready yet. When this happens, when that happens, I'll be ready. Damon, how do I get ready? There's two really good things about this quote as far as you being ready right now.